Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jeremy's Kitchen. Okay, I saw another recipe from my food savior, Chef Gordon Ramsay, and I knew I needed to try this. I also have a little bit of a connection to this dish that I'm going to make because our neighbor had actually brought some over when my father wasn't well. So there is a little emotional connection to this dish, but I'm going to try to recreate it now. Today, I'm going to make shepherd's pie. For this, before I show you the ingredients, I should tell you I've taken the liberty of prepping all the things in front of you. Now, for this, I have the following ingredients. That is ground beef. It's a lot of it too, but I plan to fill up a tray with it. That is carrots, specifically two big ones that I had shredded. Whole corn that I have drained from the can. That is 3 cloves of minced garlic. Worcestershire sauce. Tomato paste, I actually finally found one in a tube. Red wine, thyme, rosemary, and beef broth. Now there is a second step to this dish, but I will get to that when I'm ready for it. So, I'm going to bring you guys to our stove. There's our pan right there. Turn up the heat a little bit more. Now we just gotta wait for this to get hot, and I will add our oil and mince to it. I should tell you that Chef Ramsay actually used lamb mince in this dish, but I couldn't find lamb where I was, so I substituted it for ground beef. Okay. So, as I said, we're just waiting for this to get warmed up. Okay, so our pan is warm now, so I'm going to add olive oil. That should do it. Oh, yeah. Let's lower that down. And we're going to add our mince. Perfect. Now I want to get this completely browned. As I suspected, what's going to happen is once it gets completely brown, that it will shrink a little bit, which is kind of what I wanted. So it should be able to fit into the pan that we have. Now, before I continue cooking the rest of this, I need to drain some of this oil, this fat. So, excuse me 1 second. Okay, I still need to drain a little bit more, but let me continue cooking. Alright, that'll work. Huh. Cool. Cool. See, that's what I wanted to hear. We're almost there. Okay, now, almost there. I'm going to bring over the next phase of our cooking process, which is our vegetables. All right. Okay. I should also inform you that the oven is currently preheating to 360 degrees for our cooking process. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to try to drain the oil a little bit more oil one more time. And that is our oven ready to rock and roll. We still have a while to go before we have to put it in the oven, but at least it's ready. That'll do. Good. All right. Now, we add our carrots. We're also going to add some corn to this. And our garlic. I'm going to carefully mix it all in. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Gonna season everything with some salt. And pepper. All right. Good. Okay, let me get rid of these. Next step, Worcestershire sauce. Mix that all into our beef. Good. Now, make a hole in the center and squeeze in our tomato puree, tomato paste. Pour it in there. Now, for one of my favorite parts, red wine. Now, cook out the alcohol. Cook out the alcohol. Hmm. All right, so I think we're ready for our thyme and our rosemary in. Okay, so finally, beef stock. Now you let the beef stock cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, one more minute. While I have it here, I might as well give this a shot, right? See how it tastes. I think it needs a little bit more salt and pepper. Well, really more salt, really. Salt, mostly. Okay, now, let me okay, guys, come over here for me for a second. I would like to bring you back to my counter. This is a aluminum pan that I will be cooking my shepherd's pie in. So first I'm going to shut off the heat. I'm going to bring this over. Before I scoop it in, let me show you what it looks like in the pan first. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to scoop the top part out until this pan gets a little bit more lighter, and then I can drain a little bit more of the excess oil from inside. Actually, I have a much better idea. Hang on. There is. Yes! Slide the spoon. This way you don't have to worry about that much. Good move. All right, good. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah. Now, as some of you may remember from my old videos, this coffee can is what I use to drain excess oil from any cooking project I have. Cool. That's all of it. Empty the rest into the pan. Cool. Okay, bring this back into the focus and maneuver it around just like that. And with that, part one of our shepherd's pie is completed. Stay tuned for part two. All right, you guys. As you know, we just completed part one of our shepherd's pie. Let me show you what the finished part one looks like. ground beef with carrots, corn, garlic, thyme, rosemary, tomato paste, red wine, beef broth. Amazing. Okay, so now it's time for part 2. And what is part 2? It's a mashed potato topping. Over here on the stove, I have potatoes that have been boiling while we were cooking our mince, and they are ready to come off. So, let me put you guys down here. I am going to bring over our mixing bowl. I'm going to shut the heat off of our potatoes, and I'm going to bring them over and drain them into our colander in the sink. Done. Okay. So, potatoes in. Salt. Pepper. Now I'm going to start mixing it right now. Okay. I'm going to start off slow. Okay. Now, I forgot to mention the ingredients to add into the mashed potatoes was salt, pepper, 2 egg yolks, and the secret ingredient, Parmesan cheese. First, we're going to do the egg yolks. Awesome. Okay, we're almost there. The egg yolk combined with the egg and made it more loose. The egg yolk combined with the potatoes and made it more looser than it was, so that's good. So now, Parmesan cheese. And be very generous with the Parmesan cheese. That should do nicely. Now we're going to mix that one more time. Start on slow. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Potatoes are kind of bland, so I will add more flavor into it once it's on top. But start here. Mix that in. Okay, so scoop on top. Spread it out over my beef mince. I should have added more liquid to this. Oh well. Okay, well, good news is it's starting to take a good form. I almost thought it wasn't going to for a moment, but it's working. Okay, good. Good job. There we go. Okay, now final step. More salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. Another generous helping of Parmesan cheese. 3 o'clock. Good. Now, one last thing for presentation is fork up the potatoes on top, just like this, at an angle. So it looks like there's some peaks on the top. Okay, so now we're ready. Come here. Take one last look at our shepherd's pie before it goes into the oven. Actually came out better than I anticipated. Okay. All right, so now our shepherd's pie goes into our oven, 360 degrees. For 20 minutes. All right, our shepherd's pie is in. And in 20 minutes, we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys. We are now 54 seconds away from our shepherd's pie being pulled out of the oven. So, let me put you guys down here on the counter. Bring over my cork. And get my gloves. My oven mitts. Okay, so we're 20 seconds away. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go get it. Okay. Opening the oven door now. Whoa. Huh. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Wow, it actually looks really good. Cheesy on the top, no question. Come here, guys. All right. Well, take a look at our shepherd's pie. The cheese definitely melted on top. Hope the meat didn't dry out too badly, if it did. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to cut a slice and I'm going to bring it to our table and I will try it there. All right, guys. Well, I cut a slice for myself, so take a look at our shepherd's pie. Sure, it fell apart, but I think that's kind of what shepherd's pie is supposed to do, to be honest. But the most important thing is let's see how it tastes. Doesn't look too terrible at all, though. I get some potato and some beef mixture in here. If it could stay on my fork, that'd be great. Okay. Cheers. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, I taste all the spices I put in to our mince. The Parmesan has a good creamy saltiness to to our potatoes. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very delicious. Very great job. Wow. All right, guys. This was our shepherd's pie. If you like this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below. Until next time, this is Jeremy saying, Bon appetit.